Hello, my name is Donnah Mwiti, and this is my story. I'm a Meru girl. I was born in Meru. My parents have lived in Meru all their life, and I grew up as a very passionate and focused person. I can't say that I was an A student, but I was very, very, very focused. I always knew, I always kept on telling myself when I was in high school, and this is something that I got from my mom. There's no way you can live a hard life and still, when you're a child, and still live a hard life when you're older. It's a Meru saying actually, yeah. And because of that, I focused on that, and I made sure that I study well and I go to campus. And I came into Nairobi and I went to Catholic University where I achieved my degree in social sciences. Majored in political science and minored in sociology. After that, I'm just the ideal number of young Kenyans who stayed out for a long time without getting a job. And yeah, hustled long enough, but eventually I landed a job here and there until I got to some of my dream jobs, some of the jobs that are making me who I am right now. Despite my degree, I actually found myself doing sales. And this is because I wanted to live in a certain kind of trajectory that maybe normal work would not have given me. So there was the whole idea of the blank check. I remember being told about that when I was being trained, and that's how you just work towards achieving your financial independence. Though at the time financial independence was not a concept that was actually in my mind, it was just that thing that you just know that you have to be rich, you can't be poor. Poverty is not part of you. So having worked in a previous sales job for about 2 years, I stopped working that job, and by luck, somebody recommended me to Savo, to Mr. Mcharo himself, and that's how I came and met him. It was supposed to be an interview, but instead it became a conversation. We talked for like a whole afternoon about books and everything, financial independence, and I was just like, this is just a very huge concept, why it's not something that relates to me. It took a while for me to actually embrace the fact that this is something that is actually reachable, even for me. And this is financial independence to many people feels like it's a concept that is so huge. It's meant for certain people. Funny enough, you just need to start. Every journey starts with a step. And having been part of Savo, in that period of time that I joined Savo in 2019, I worked towards that. I believed every single thing that Mr. Mcharo told me, and that has really played a big part in the way I plan my life, how I budget my money, and even how I invest as it is currently. In 2020, I had my firstborn, a girl, and Zuri also helped a lot in terms of my decisions. I can just plan towards that. This unit that I've bought here and there, this one belongs to Zuri. And I remember my first investment was in Savo Skywalk, and that ideally was just a Zuri unit, or her name is Zuri. Yes, yeah, a Zuri unit, and I knew this can actually just contribute to her education going forward, and even in the event that she starts living a life as a young person, the unit being on Gong Road, that can be a place whereby she can just live in as she goes to school as well. So the liberation of just walking a journey towards financial independence is it's freedom on another level. You know that I'm on the right trajectory, and even if my funds are low one time or the other, you know that you've secured your future. And that's the best thing about this decision. Because I'm just looking back to last year. If it wasn't for the decision that I made, or even just working hard and staying in Savo and making sure that I meet my expectations or even I exceed them, I would not have been able to cater for things like my dad's healthcare, which was the cost was quite high. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, it can give you a glimpse that I didn't have a very rich background when I was growing up, but I've been able to create something good for myself and my family. Yeah. And it's liberating. It's something as a young person makes me feel excited about growing older and the future ahead for me. Yeah, thank you. Here you go, sir.